I would always wonder that, okay, someone like Babili, how did he get there? Like all these kind of people, like the way they have so much wisdom in them, like how did they get there? It must be that there's somebody that is backing them up. You guess like this, there's an extra power backing them up. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are just coming for the first time, you are so welcome. Like we have been waiting for you to join us. And if you're a returning subscriber, it's always good to have you watching my videos over and over again. Thanks for always coming back. In today's video, we're going to be doing a story time, so to say. So I'm sort of going to be talking about how my journey of faith started. I'm sure you must be wondering that, okay, how did this girl even start? How did she know God? How did she go to have a relationship with God and all of that? So yeah, so let's just go right into today's video. So I'm going to start by, okay, so let me just say that prior to this whole relationship with God thing, I grew up in a Christian family, right? I grew up as a child of God, trained in the way of the Lord and all of that. But I think, okay, so I would always get these questions. People would always ask me that, like, maybe we'll go for outreach or one of those things, and they will ask that, okay, when did you become born again? And I would not be able to put a particular date to it. I just said that some time ago, like maybe because I don't know if I'm the only one that has this kind of situation. Maybe because I grew up in a Christian family, like I can't really say this is when, but I know that, okay, I know God, I go to church, I serve God and all of that. I have, at least I pray to God. It's not like I was not praying and all of that. Even while growing up, I was in the choir and all of that. So, but I think I just felt like there was just something missing. Like it was more than that, you get. So like there was this particular day. I think it was few months after lockdown. Lockdown happened in 2020. Yeah, it was few months after lockdown. I think it was, yeah, September. I was I don't know, maybe I was just bored at home. I just wanted to, I just felt like, okay, I just needed to listen to something. And then I came across this sermon from Bogbile Akoni. Yeah, I listened to his sermons a lot. So I came across his sermon, and then I think on that particular day he was talking about being rooted down. I think that was a topic. That was part of a topic that I can remember. But it was talking about something being rooted down and how we have to be rooted down in Christ. And when our root is strong, it will reflect in our outside, and all of that. So I was greatly touched by the message. I was blessed. I really loved it, and it just also came to my mind that, okay, I think I needed to rededicate my life to God, and which I did on that particular day. I think it was, now that I think about it, it was September 26, 2020. So that was when I rededicated my life to God. And I must say, okay, after doing that, what happened next? Okay, so the thing is that after doing that, there were some things that I did that helped me to grow, basically, or that is still helping me to grow, because I was still growing. Like I'm still very much growing in Christ. So there are some things that helped me in my growth process, or has been helping me in my growth process, which I feel like I should share to you guys. I don't know. I don't know who needs to hear this or who this might bless as well. First thing that happened after that day, after that rededication, was that I started developing and desiring more interest in the things of God. Yeah, like the things of God started becoming my major interest. I started wanting to know God more for myself, like having a personal relationship for myself. Because I would always wonder that, okay, someone like Babili, how did he get there? Like all these kind of people, like the way they have so much wisdom in them, like how did they get there? It must be that there's somebody that is backing them up. You guess like this, there's an extra power backing them up. And okay, so I started developing myself. I started wanting to know God more. I had that desire, basically. I had that desire that I wanted to know God more. I had that desire. And yeah, that was how it all started. That it started from that desire. And then the next thing was that I started watching sermons as well. Like I would watch a lot of sermons at that time. I was joining so much on Bogbile because, okay, so the thing is that I always heard about him, even though like I wasn't really listening to him, but I always heard about him, maybe from my parents, because my parents are pastors. So I always heard about him. Like they would always talk about how he was strong in the faith, and I felt like that was a good start. Also considering the fact that it was his message I heard when I rededicated my life. So I started watching a lot of his videos, even though a lot of his sermons, even though a lot of his sermons were like Like to people generally, to people might be like, this man is too serious and all of that. But me, I know what I was after. I knew that okay, I wanted to know, like I just wanted to know the source. Like let me learn from this person. Let me more like seeing him as a mentor. Like I just sort of saw him as a mentor. Like okay, this person has a lot of wisdom. This person has a lot of things that I believe he has gotten from God, and I want to also draw from this. I want to learn from him as well. So I would always watch a lot of his sermons, and not just him. There are some other people that I would also always watch, and it was so perfect that even while I work, because the job I was doing at that time, I could watch videos and be working, if that makes sense. You get, I would just then I would just use my AirPod and I would be listening to a lot of sermons. Like I think I even started doing a Bible study because it was anchoring a Bible study. I got a book and I started doing Bible study, started writing down the points I was gaining and all of that. And apart from Sam, I started dwelling on Christian content basically, like dwelling on the things of God, the things that will glorify God. I stopped listening to secular music. Okay, so the thing is that if I listen to maybe like a Davido song, if they play it, it's not like I can't listen to it. But I stopped paying attention to it. Let me put it like that. I stopped paying attention to it, paying attention to the lyrics because I know that these lyrics don't glorify God. Yeah, I stopped paying attention to this kind of stuff, um, secular music, secular songs, like things generally that I know that will not glorify God. And I began to develop more interest in Christian content. Following Christians, I know that okay, these people are also like they are growing in Christ as well. People that will encourage me and all of that. So I think that's the second thing I did. So another thing I did was that I started praying. Yeah, like you know how they would always say that you have to like pray without ceasing. Okay, so I the first thing I did was I had to set a particular time for praying. Yeah, I did that. I think I would always pray by 7 o'clock, then 7 p.m. No matter where I am. And okay, I was able to plan it so to say that okay, I would always come back from work. I think by 6, so I'll be able to rest 6 to 7. Then 7, I'll start praying. Sometimes I could pray from like 7 to 8. I think I started from 30 minutes. Then maybe later I started increasing it, started moving from 7 to 8. Then a lot of that, and then sometimes I will not even put a time to it. I'll just feel like God just wants me to stay in that His presence, just for me to stay. And sometimes I would even pray longer than that. You get, but the point is that I started praying often. I was more intentional about my prayer time. I wasn't just leaving it to chance or that okay, maybe with this particular time, if things work well, I will pray and all of that. So that's what I started doing. And then another thing I started doing was that I joined the workforce in my church. Okay, so I attend Foursquare. So I joined the workforce in my church. So prior to my rededication, um, I wasn't doing anything in church to say. I was just there. And don't forget that this was 2020. I started attending that church 2018. So like for 2 years or more than 2 years, 2 years and a half, I was not doing anything in church. I was just basically just attending, not really getting involved and everything, not going extra mile to do anything basically. And I don't want to make this as an excuse, but maybe that's coming from the place of naturally my personality is more like I don't like to stress myself. Like I just I don't really like to stress myself that much. I will always be like, oh, this thing is stressed. Like, let me just stay in my comfort zone and everything. So but I think there was a particular day that it's not like it was just coming to my head that okay, so I know that it's not like I can sing, but I know that I don't sing off key, if that makes sense. I don't sing off key, I can sing to some extent. So it was not coming to my mind that okay, what if this voice that you think you have, what if God takes it away from me? Or what if you can't sing again? I mean, there's so many people that don't even have a voice that okay, when they sing, it's like, please, can you just stop? Like it's like off key for them. You get, so like, it was not coming to my head that what if this voice goes, like what if I can't sing it again? What will happen? Would I like it like that? So I think after that encounter, I had to join the workforce in church. So I became part of the choir in my church. I'm still a part of the choir. It's not a past thing. I'm still a part of the choir in my church. And yeah, I think that's it for me. So it was those 4 things that I did or I'm still doing because I still pray. I still have strong interest in God, in the things of God. I still listen to sermons, even though okay, maybe because of my work now, maybe I don't do that as much as I used to do, but I still have that desire for the things of God and all of that. Then after all of that, or during all of that, then Talkwithlolu started. I'm sure you must be wondering that what is this Talkwithlolu all about? Like that's even like my handle name, Talkwithlolu, and all of that. So I don't know if I should do, maybe I'll do a separate video on how Talkwithlolu started or what Talkwithlolu is all about. If you want to hear something like that, or if you want to know what Talkwithlolu is all about, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. So that is just all what I wanted to say. So I just wanted to basically just gist you guys how this whole like I was like, sometimes when I think about my life, about how I talk about God, I speak about Christian stuff and all of that. I wondered that okay, this was not how I was a few years back. Like prior to before 2020, I wasn't really speaking like that. I was just like, you get, just going with the flow, just being me, just in my own comfort zone, my own shell, like not necessarily doing anything for God. So yeah, that is all about my story. So I believe that, and I pray that, and I do hope that somebody has been blessed by this. If you are in this kind of situation and it just seems like you don't know God for yourself, it just seems like you only know what maybe people have told you about God. You only know what your parents have told you about God. Like you only know what the community is telling you about God. I think that you should also start this journey. It's really been a beautiful journey. So I must say that it has not been perfect here. Like there's sometimes that okay, like there will always be that situation whereby you'll be tested, where your patience will be tested and all of that. I've had that. So I'm not going to say that following God or like me having interest in God has been 100% smooth. But then what I can say is that even in the process, even through the trials, through the tribulations, I still always have strength to fall back on. I still always have God to fall back on. At least that's what grace does. But I still always have this person to fall back on. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the growth. It's 3 years already. It's going to be 3 years in September, but then like I'm really enjoying the growth and all of that. So yeah, I think this is the end of today's video. So if you like contents like this, if you want to hear more stories about me, about my life and all of that, let me know in the comment section. So thanks for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe. Have you subscribed? Have you watched my other videos? I'm sure before this there are other videos already that I've posted. Please subscribe. Please watch my videos. Please like, comment, share to your family members, share to those your friends that you feel like this person needs to go, or this person needs to have a relationship with God. Share to them, let them know how this can help, let them know how they can do this, so to say. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you in the next one.